we now have the headquarters, the barracks. We're able to create a scout that collects resources. That's half done. The barracks makes 2 different types of units, and then I was in the middle of getting the scout to be able to capture the resource point, and I think that's where I left off. I'll continue that after I figure out what to do with the lesson plan for like integrating the coding portion into the game. So I laid out the difficult parts, like getting the troops to move, getting them to interact, fight with each other, attack the buildings. I think now it's time to deviate from the game and start implementing the lesson side of this. Like I wrote some notes. I'll just convert it to digital. I don't know what's cool. Use the pen and paper. So let's bring up Notion, and could write. Where did my mouse go? Oh. Okay, Notion, documents. Let's write something up. Lesson plan. So we probably want level 1 will probably be simple. So we've got our JavaScript fundamentals. Like Boolean, string, number. Probably also declaring variables, so I'll make that 0. Const. Okay, let's start with that, and we can add to it when we get to it. So I want const boolean string number. Let's make that lesson 1. Right. Which will reflect this. We'll need a... So the headquarters needs to make a barracks. In order to make a barracks, let's say I have to type some stuff. Maybe like... Okay, let's see. So maybe I could do the instructions, like explain what the lesson will be to create the barracks, and then to create units will be the actual practicing. That would be something like the word const allows you to create a variable. So like that, if you type that, would create the barracks. And then to create a unit with the barracks, you have to declare a const. We could do something like that. Now let's put this into the logic. I think it was info container. Yeah. Case. The word const allows you to create a variable, creates the barracks. And then let's change this case to const character or const unit. I don't know what's better. Let's say character. Character equals scout. Something like that. Let's see how that looks in the code. Alright, so we've got our headquarters. If we write the word const, I probably need to put a placeholder. Definitely need to put a placeholder. Yeah. Case, action, title, case, switch values, set to code. Set code. So we have code. code here. value placeholder. And instructions, probably. Type the following to build. This needs to change too. So we are gonna need a variable. Let's instruction equal type the following to build, to create, to build a barracks. And that will go here. But the instruction needs to change if we are in the barracks, or if we want to type make a scout. Well, one step at a time. Let's see, how's this look? Why is it not loading? Here we go. Type the following to build a barracks. Where's the placeholder? Don't have a placeholder. Maybe instead of a placeholder, what if I had two text areas? One will have will be see-through, so then the text is always there. And the one behind it will have a value, but you'll be typing 2 to 1 on top of it. Maybe that might be easier to follow. Okay, so we have text area. Let's make another text area. What is that? Coding code block. Actually, code area. Yeah, let's do that. And I'm probably gonna wanna call this back layer. Yeah. Value is what is value? Value would be this. The value needs to change based on the case, based on what you want to create. Okay. So we need to show our options of what you're able to create. The user needs to pick the option, and then it will display the responding or corresponding code that needs to be typed. In which case, I could simply just create an array, call it options, const options equals, we've got barracks, and the other one is scout. So of the options, we're gonna need to do a for loop, probably here. Options, and map option. Oops. What do I want to do? That doesn't look right. Why does that look weird? Span. Option. That's fine. Okay. So that'll give me two things, and then on each one I do on click, and it needs to set option with the current option. We need to declare our option here. Const option set option use state. By default, it should be barracks. And by default, this should go here. Because if you choose barracks, then the code should be this. And if you type that, it'll create the barracks. Okay. So I'm probably gonna wanna put these in a variable later. And what did I want to do with option? Oh yeah, on click. We set our option. Where was that? Okay. Alright, so we have the option, we click it, we set the option, it changes what needs to be typed. Okay. Oh, there's two text areas right now. I'll get to that after this test. Alright. Dun, dun, dun. The word const allows you to create a variable. So type the following. Oh, that's weird. So we'll get to that. So if I were to type the word const allows you to create a variable, we get a barracks. So after we create the barracks, we probably want to select it. No, that's not necessarily true. I mean, kind of, yeah, we do want to select it. So then we should auto select the barracks, and then when we're at barracks, our options should change. So that tells me options is sitting in the wrong scope. Let's see, info container, oh, maybe. So if we need to go one level higher. So like the building that is selected, const, oh wait, we have selected building. So selected building, if selected building, oh okay, so we need the function that changes selected building. It's probably called set selected building, I'm assuming. Okay, it's a matter of, does this actually get Set selected building. Okay, here we go. Done. And info containers receiving it, good. Now we gotta use it. So if we create a barracks, we're gonna wanna set a selected building to the barracks. Problem is, I think I'm supposed to pass an entire building object in which we do not have. Ah, that's not good. Const message payload send. Yeah, this creates the barracks. But how do we set it before it's created? Ah, crap. Why do we need the entire building object? What's it being used for? Set selected building, selected building. It gets passed here. And then passed here. Selected building. Interesting. So it's really only being used in info container, and we only really care about the title. And well, the ID. The ID is important. If it was only the title, then we could get by, but it looks like we need the ID, which means it has to come from the database for it to have an ID, which means it has to be created first before we could set selected building. It's like one of those chicken or egg come first, and don't have a solution. Well, this could be saved for later. We don't have to automatically select the barracks. The player could manually select it for now, and when I finish what I originally set out to do, I can always come back to fix that. So I'll just take a note, auto select barracks when created. But the more important thing at hand is getting the instruction to the screen. And where was that? Game container set selected building by info container set selected building by. So we have the instructions for creating barracks. We have the instructions for scout. Let's make instructions for creating a penguin and a long range penguin. So const character equals scout. I think it'll be reasonable to just have them be different values. So then lesson 1 is just about declaring a constant with a value that is a string. That seems like a reasonable start. Okay. But okay, so this needs to be dynamic. If selected building dot title is headquarters, then options would be that. Else if selected building dot title is barracks, our options change. It would be penguin and slinger, right? Instructions would also change. As a matter of fact, type the following to build a barracks. Would be for headquarters. If option triple equals barracks. Oops. Instruction would be that. And by default, the instruction should be type the following to send a what do we want to call this? Character. I'm gonna have to rename the like, I don't know about character. Maybe I'll rename it later. But for now, let's see it on the screen. Should be a placeholder, not the value itself, but okay. The word const allows you to create a variable, period. Okay. Type the following, based on these two, I could just change that. But whatever. For now, let's say I say const. Oh, the placeholder went away. Const. What was it? Character equal slinger. Or was it penguin? Yeah, it was the penguin. There we go. Okay. Okay. I could roughly see it. Let's change few things. So our placeholder should be a placeholder, not the value. Where did it go? Here. Value equal code. Oh, I see. And I said code equals that. Yeah, that's not good. We need placeholder. Instruction. Option. Yeah, we need placeholder. Placeholder equals the word const allows you to create a variable, okay. But if option equals I see. Else if option equals scout, then placeholder equals const character equals scout. Else if building title barracks options equals penguin and slinger, and if actually I think I should take this out. Yeah, let's take that out. And then else if option triple equals penguin placeholder equals const character equals penguin. Okay, I see. Else if option triple equals slinger placeholder equals const character equals slinger, and then I will pass in placeholder to placeholder here. Value is code and placeholder unchange auto. Okay, I think other thing was, where was it? Type the following to build a barracks. Allow you to create. Okay, type the following to send a option. So that should be dynamic, depending on what option is chosen. Okay. Instruction, placeholder instruction. Placeholder should be different too. Oh, actually, placeholder should be empty string unless in barracks is selected. Oops. Placeholder. Right. Yeah, that's reasonable. Okay, let's check that out. Oh, and one last thing. Where did I do the buttons? This should be a button. It'll be easier to look at. Okay, the word const allows you to, all right, let's start from the top. So, need some spacing, clean that up. This is the headquarters. Type the following to build a barracks. The word const allows you to create a variable. And it vanishes when I start typing. That's not good, so we're gonna do that double layer situation where the background will always show this, and as I type it, it'll fill it out. But you'll know what to type at least, right? So the word const allows you to create a variable. Now we have a barracks. Let's try making a scout. Type the following to send a scout. Const character equals scout. Okay, that's fine. Barracks. Type the following to send a scout. That's not right. So we want to, by default, switch our option over to penguin unless I click otherwise. Yeah, okay. Const character equals penguin. Okay, so two things needs to happen. We're gonna need to switch switch the option by default and have that double layer for the text area. Selected building. Title, options. Okay. What about set option? Right. So the app loads. By default, it's barracks. If I click barracks, we should change our option to penguin. Okay. No change. Actually, wait. Shouldn't each building have its own memory of option? Because like let's say I was trying to make a slinger and then I clicked headquarters. If I click barracks again, I would expect slinger but not penguin. Yeah, so each building needs to have its own recollection of what was last selected, which changes things. Option. So instead of option being a string, maybe it should be an object. So it could look something like options equals barracks, and then this could be penguin or whatever, and then headquarters would have its own option, which we could say is scout. So something along those lines. Alright, so like, if we do it like this, I think that would be better. Yeah, let's do that. So we have const options, set options. Options is now an object. Type the following to send a options dot selected building. This will be headquarters with the value of barracks, and this is saying options dot headquarters, which would be, well, at the moment it would be barracks. This would say type the following to send a barracks, which makes no sense, but then it'll get overwritten here if I correct that. So let's see. If selected building title equals headquarters, so these are not just options, these are selected options. Selected options, set selected options, and we have our regular options. Good Lord, okay, so this is selected options dot selected building, not quite, so this needs to be in brackets because it's variable type building, selected building dot title, that'll give me access to this value, okay. And this just needs to be an empty array. Options equals empty array. Done, okay. So now instead of option, we have to do this thing. Selected options, selected building.title. Okay. And barracks by default needs to be penguin. But we also need to change it if we click on those buttons. So where's the button? Here we go. Set selected options to what? Let selected options updated equal selected options where bracket selected building dot title equals to our new option. And then we're gonna want set selected options. Oh, basically this thing. Okay. I believe. Test it out. Second player. Okay, we're in. The word const allows you to create a variable. There we go. Now we want const character equal penguin. Okay, what if we want to switch and then go to headquarters? We should come back. It'll be Slinger. Good. If I choose penguin, go to headquarters, come back, it's penguin. Does it work the same for headquarters? We have scout, click barracks, come back to headquarters, it's scout. Good. So it's working both ways. They should be attacking, but they're not. That's a separate problem. We'll figure it out later. Let's see. Let's create that second layer. So we're gonna have two text areas. The value will be an empty string, always. The placeholder will be the placeholder. Okay. And this will not be typable. This will have a opacity of 0, so we'll always see the placeholder. Yeah, let's try that. So we're gonna need to do some CSS. We had a code area, opacity, no wait, background color, RGBA 0000, that'll make it see through, and then the background. I need the code area to sit on top of the code area back layer. So I'm going to need a container around both of them, and then position absolute both of them, I think. Oh, these are IDs. Let's do class name. Code area container. Position apps. No, wait, it's I think us that needs position absolute. Let's check that out. Not quite. So let's do side by side. Okay. Close some panels. If I want them to stack, I'm gonna need display flex direction column. There you go. So if I type into this box, good, I can still see the stuff behind, so I know exactly what to type. And if I write something wrong, maybe change the text to red or something, but that's a stretch goal. Create a variable. Okay. Wait, where's the barracks? I didn't create the barracks. That's the important part. The word const allows you to create a variable. Nothing. The server's not running. Okay. Try that again. Go. Say I want to make a scout, const character equals scout. Const character. Whoops. Const character equal penguin. Okay, it's working. Const character equals slinger. Okay. And on this side, the word const allows you to create a variable. Const character equal penguin. Const character equals slinger. And oh yeah, there's a weird bug where that teleports, so we need to fix this area right here. But I think as far as the instructions go, we have an MVP. And let's save. Okay. But before we save, let's put these strings into a manageable object somewhere. Let's look for helpers here. Constants, better. Okay. Export const lessons. This should be by level. So 1, So the placeholder is the stuff that needs to change. Instruction stays the same forever. What else? I guess options would also change as you level up. You get more access to more things. We should take notes. Options will change. Placeholder changed. Placeholder will change. Options will change as player progresses through the game. Placeholder will change as player levels up. Oh wait, they're the same thing. Huh. Okay, so placeholder and options will change. Okay. That should be it. As far as instructions, maybe not instructions. Right now we only have barracks, but later on maybe we have other stuff like watchtowers or a healing area. Yeah, so everything needs to change. Okay. Instruction needs to be dynamic. Oh, actually, it looks okay, even though instructions will change because our selected option would just be equivalent to whatever text needs to go here. So in other words, the new building would just have its own else if block. Yeah, so that's fine. All right, so if we want to, let's say, set the placeholder for level 1 barracks. No, wait. How is this going to make sense? Selected building, selected options. Would it be like the building, and then within the building we have options, which would be barracks, and that would be the word const allows you to create a variable. I think that's how this would be structured. Oh, whoops. And if you want scout, then it'll say that. And we come over to barracks. And our options here are penguin, const character, slinger, okay. What about options? I guess it would just straight up be like options, right? Oh no, not quite. So it would come here, and then that would go there. Okay. So that would replace this right here. I'm going to need to import this, import lessons from /util/constants. Lessons. Holy crap. I guess for now I'll hardcode 1, but later on that number needs to be dynamic. 1 dot headquarters. Actually, I don't think I need to do that. I could just do it here. Lessons. I'm just gonna write it and then I'll add it right away. Current player dot level, which will be 1, and then this would be selected building dot title, which will get me here, and then what? Dot options, right? Dot options. And I could delete that. What the? Okay. Huh. Instead of dot options, I think I see a better route. This could just be object.keys of this. That's because this would be Barrack Scout Penguin Slinger. And that will work. So I wanted select building headquarters, object.keys. Perfect, that works. The next thing would be here. Triple equal barracks scout penguin placeholder. I have a feeling I could just access it directly. Lessons, current player dot level, selected building dot title, and selected options, selected building dot title. Should get me what I need for these 3. With that, I can now turn these into const. No, wait. This one into const, and this one will stay as a len. Because if selected options title equals barracks, instruction would change. And on the back end, we're gonna need to add level to our player. So I could put it right here. Level is a number. Types. Player. Level. Number. create the player, we need to add a level. Here. Okay. So if I refresh, it should still work. Dword const allows you to create a variable. Okay. Switch to scout. Const character equals scout. Good. Let's go to barracks. Type the follow const character equal penguin. Switch to slinger. Const character equals slinger. Alright, it still works. If I switch to this, it still remembers scout. This still remembers slinger. Good. Let's now add the two different buildings as buttons and space this out. Actually, let's bring that back. Constants. Delete the period. Okay, so we can now add our lessons here, which removes the need for that document that I started. Yeah. Oh, we need to also account for booleans and numbers. What would be a good way to integrate that? I suppose. And I could be at level 2, you know? Yeah, let's keep it simple. So our instructions will change when the player levels up. This will instead be you can assign number values to a variable. You can also assign number values to a variable. Const character equals scout. Let's do, oops, that's not allowed. Was it /n is new line? Okay, cool. Const num characters equal to. You can also assign number values to a variable. Okay. Then, actually, we could just change this to const number of scouts equal 1. Yeah, we could do it like that. And then just replace that. Yeah, so then this will show strings, numbers, and then the third one will do the true or false at level 3. So you can also assign true or false as values. Okay. const is scout equal true. Const is not is penguin equal true. Is not slinger equal false. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so level 1, 2, and 3, just learning the fundamentals. Const Boolean string number. That will take care of that. And on the API we have, oh, we need to create EXP. Oh shoot, that's a whole other thing. Let's make note of that. Winning a game should give the player EXP. That's an important part of the whole thing. Okay. So let's test this out. If I change the value from level 1 to level 2, what will happen? Right, suppose the player levels up. Now we start a new game. Okay, you can also assign number values to a variable. Does it work? Doesn't look like it's working. Refresh that. You can also assign number values to a variable. Nothing, okay. How come? So when I changed level to 2, what happened? On the front end, info container is reading current player dot level. So if I go to constant, that should land me here, but it did not. But wait, we did see this. So it's getting me here. I'm typing this thing. I could probably say number. Okay, so like we come here, lessons current player level, select it, placeholder, placeholder, handle change. What about handle change? Create unit, select a title. So this needs to change. This case, yeah. The word const allows you to create a variable character equals scout. Okay, yeah, this definitely needs to change. I'm gonna need what would I need? Basically, lessons current player dot level. Selected building dot title and the selected option. Okay. Lessons current player dot level. Selected building dot title. Options. Selected building dot title. Okay, I'm pretty sure that's it. Wait, no. This should be hard-coded to barracks. Because we're trying to access the barracks. Yeah. And then same thing here, but for scout. As a matter of fact, this should also just be hard-coded to headquarters. Headquarters. It's only the level that needs to be dynamic. We're just trying to access headquarters barracks. The word console allows you blah blah blah, or that one. And then over here, similar situation. Lessons current player dot level. What else? Dot headquarters dot scout. And over here, lessons current player dot level dot barracks dot penguin. More or less the same. Okay, that will allow us to create things from all the different levels. Okay. Try that. You can also assign numbers to a variable. There we go. Okay, we're back. Const number of penguins equal 1. Okay. So next up, gonna replace the text with images. So where was that button? Info container, yes. Info container button. Okay. So we're gonna do another div. Actually, let me think about this. So we're probably going to want barracks and headquarters to be selectable, and then these two should be images, which are clickable. The barracks and the headquarters should be text. Yeah, let's do that. So this would be current player dot buildings dot map building, where we are returning button with the value of building dot title. And when you click the building, what happens? Set selected building. That's what. Okay. Set selected building gets a building and returns nothing. Okay. So we have set selected building dot title on click equals set selected building with building. Okay, and these will no longer be options dot map option. Instead of button, I want image. And our source will be what? Okay, so we have these images. Set selected options. Okay, so it looks like option will be the thing. Slash assets slash option front, I think is what we want. And of course we don't want it to be massive, so let's give it a class name equals option button, and we are in info container dot option button, and it's gonna have a width of 3. Not an image. Okay. What did I do? Asset scout front. Oh, .png. .png. Okay. And the other thing that was weird was that. That looks weird. Maybe remove the title, and it'll just be the selected button, in which we can do with CSS. let's throw BR right there. Oh, that is puny. Maybe a little bit bigger. Type the following to build a barracks, right? So I'm gonna want maybe 10. Yeah, 10 looks reasonable. These need to grow. So if we go to map container, we have this. Headquarters could be 20. Barracks could be 15. You can also assign numbers to a variable. Alright, so that gives me headquarters, barracks. The things change, we select a different thing. The code we need to type changes. Good, okay. That's clickable, that's clickable. Okay, the barracks should be on the right. I think I can fix that with one small change. Let x equal 0. X equals 0. Delete it. Yeah, let's just delete it. While x equals 0. So we'll always start from the left. Let's double check that. Okay, you can also assign numbers to a you can also assign numbers to a variable. Good, it's on the right. Don't worry about that for now. You can also assign hold up. Where's our stuff? I broke it. Pretty sure I broke it. Numbers to a variable. Yeah. So what happened? If current player dot team equals bottom, else I think this needs to be the same as the above. X less than this. What is going on? Okay, that. And then this would be plus instead of minus. It's Y that needs to be in the opposite direction. Try that again. Okay, so both players have stuff. You can also assign numbers to a variable. You can also assign numbers to a variable. Good, that's better. Okay, so now I've got to work on highlighting the selected thing, right? So like headquarters and barracks. I probably need a primary and a secondary button instead of these two hideous buttons. I could just drop a border on the thing that is selected. I'd like to know what is the color palette that I'm working with. Pick color. Let's say the darker of these two colors. That's a good spot. Yeah, let's take that. Here we go. So that could be our primary color. Okay. What's our secondary? Something light. That's very light. Somewhat light. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. They look the same. They are the same. Why are they the same? Oh. Okay. So this will be selected. This will be unselected. I don't think I'm gonna use these for now. Actually, timeout. This, I'm trying to do buttons, so actually I had it backwards. It's a list that I'm not going to be using. Well, whatever the case, let's go do these buttons. I think I have custom buttons somewhere. Custom button, yes I do. What is this stuff? Color, text, and color primary. Okay. Let's use it. Custom button. Info container. Where's this? Okay, so let's replace that. Custom button. From where? Components? Shared? Yeah. Slash custom button. Wait, what? Export default, maybe? Yeah, it is. Okay. So we now have custom button. It's expecting some things. That's not how that works. Element type is missing but required. So where's our custom button file? Custom button. Element type primary, secondary. Well, that's it. I guess text. Yeah, text equals. Yeah. Element type equals. Well, it depends. Or either primary or secondary. So that is dependent on whether selected building is equal to the current building. Selected building dot title triple equals building dot title. If it is, we are primary button. Otherwise, we are secondary button. Boom. Let's go back to app SCSS. What is our color primary? Okay. Color text primary, color text secondary, color background. Okay, let's just take a look. Okay. You can also assign numbers to a variable. Barracks, barracks, headquarters, barracks. These need to be more obviously clickable. Maybe they could have a border, like a dashed border, and if it's selected, it will be a solid border. How would that look? Reasonable. Let's try it. And also, I want a BR right above text area. Okay, so let's change that to div. Class name option button, but I want it to be more than that. It'll be option button plus selected options at what was it? Selected building dot title. Triple equal option. Wait, what? What is selected options? I totally forgot. Selected options. Oh, okay. Yeah, what I wrote is okay. If it is, then selected. Otherwise, nothing. Okay, so options button. Option button dot selected. Alright, so this will be border 1px dashed color secondary. This will be solid color primary. Wait, that's not really doing anything. I definitely want cursor pointer. So, something about this is not working. Selected options is headquarters or barracks. Selected building dot title triple equal option selected. All right. Selected the title. So I want to console log this, and I also want to console log options. Okay, console.log. So this should give me some console logs. Options is barracks and scout. Wait a second. That says scout. So the type is different, maybe? What's going on here? Because they look the same. Type of. TSX 37. Don't need that anymore. Okay. Unique key. App at 10. Well then, app at 59, game container, info container, custom button, info container at 125 seems legit. Basically wherever we do .map, yeah. So this will have key of building .id, and this will have key option. Why is it centered, actually? I don't want it to be centered. What the hell? Fill prop without unchange. This will render read-only field. Oh yeah, I think that's intentional. You provided a value prop to a form field without an unchange. If the field should be mutable, use default value. Otherwise, set either unchange or read only. Okay. Read only. Default value, read only. Yep. Let's double this. And info container, flex direction, justify content, flex start. Okay, so we have our stuff. Clicking it, we have string scout. So that should be there. Maybe what? That doesn't make sense. So like options, selected options, selected building dot title, which is scout triple equals scout. Ah, I know. And dot selected. There we go. That's better. Okay. So we could build a barracks you can also assign numbers to a variable. Good. Now we have barracks. We could build a penguin const. Let's increase. Whoa, actually, now that I do full screen, they're kind of too big. Yeah, I was working with half screen before. That looked reasonable. This is unreasonable. Let's drop those values. Map or info. Info, this could come down maybe 5. Yeah, 5. And then map container. Headquarters. Oh, isn't this back to where it was? I feel like it was. Yeah. Yeah, it's more reasonable. The barracks is. Let's see it from this angle. You can also assign numbers to a. Damn it, you can also assign numbers to a variable. And it should auto select barracks, but that's another problem for another day. Okay. Yeah, that's more reasonably sized. Okay. So this will be MVP. Info container. I think I want a BR after text area. Oh, I do have one. Another one? No, before text area. No, wait. Before instruction. Here. Okay, let's save this. Get rid of that console log. And we have our lesson 1. Okay. There were a couple things I wanted to tweak. What were they? Where did it go? Okay, so let's make it full screen because this is what people's actually going to see. Suppose someone has a smaller screen. I am using an external monitor. So like suppose this is a standard, about looks like a laptop screen size. It'll look like this. I feel like this could be bigger, or maybe these things could be bigger. I do want more attention here. The resources, which is snow, could probably come to the bottom. And instead of text, this could probably be an image. I'll just use that image right there. What else? I think that's okay for now. The other thing was experience. I didn't really consider experience. Need to figure out how to go about that. So like, if a player wins a game, they get maybe like 50 XP to reach. I don't know. If you win, then you get double. Nah, that's a lot. Maybe 150%. I don't know. I have to do some research, figure out the math for that. But I have to make it so that the player steadily levels up. I don't want them to go too fast. Otherwise, the course material would go too fast. And they have to grow at the same pace. So that's the tricky part. What else? What else came up? I should write notes. Let's go to Notion. So ideas. Random dots. Oh, let's put this on the screen. Random dots. Okay, so do research on EXP amount for steady leveling up. Edit. No, I don't like that. What the heck? Alright, whatever. The other thing was leveling up for game progress needs to align with lesson difficulty. Okay. There was something else. Oh yeah, underlining. Oops, I keep doing it. The text area more like a code editor, i.e. underlining, red underlining, misspelled words, auto complete brackets, indentation. Yeah, so like those are 3 major things. Save that. So I could pick that up the next time I code. I think I should stop here for today since this was a big section of its own. If I do anything else, it'll just be half done. So we'll stop here for now. I'll push the code up. Our MVP is looking okay. We can create units. We have resource. We could collect a resource. This side panel is starting to look better. Yeah, next up is creating a login to keep track of the users' level, games they played, people they want to friend, putting it online so we could start getting open beta going, and then we'll keep tweaking it from there. Cool. All right. Well, thanks for hanging out, and we'll pick this up next weekend.